back in.
Okay, for about 5 years. Enjoy it when they're working out. Okay, guys, that's just part of the crew doing this thing. Hey, pond peeps. I've got something a little bit different going today for you. We're going to do a how to find and fix a leak in a pondless waterfall. Now, this is a typical call we get. Very standard, very traditional. I'm going to show you one of the techniques. Okay, here's this pondless waterfall. You can see the neat little statue in the middle of it. Very typical, very standard. A few years old. You can notice we've got water in the bottom. I asked the customer last week if they could fill the basin up with water and monitor it to see if the level goes down. Okay, the customer verified that the water level in the bottom does not move. This tells me that the leak is not in the bottom, it's in the waterfall itself. This is typically the most common place for the leak, and it's the first place we'll start looking. And I'll show you how we do that. We can see we're looking here, we can see some liner that's showing. Generally, where the leaks are on the edges. The liner usually comes to this area in here. The liner will be under the rocks along there, and the same thing on that side, right along there. Now we're going to turn the waterfall on, and we're going to uncover the liner, starting at the bottom and going all the way up, both sides, starting at the bottom, going up, and we're going to verify that water is not going over the side. Generally what happens through the years with rain, with people walking on them like I just did, the rocks along the sides get pushed down or washed down because the ground will get soft and the heavy rocks push it down. This is nothing major. We're going to see if that's what's going on here. Okay, it's plugged in. I hear the pump flowing. Let's see, it's filling up. There we go. Well, I can fix that. Get that water to run over the top of that. Okay. Little waterfall trickles out. That's kind of cool. Yeah, that's kind of pretty. Look at that. So I'm going to let it run for a little bit, and then I'll start going along the edges, uncovering and pulling up the rocks after it flows for a little bit here. My suspicion is it might be on this side over here, about where that light is. You see that little light? That just looks like a low area to me. So we're going to see what's going on. Okay, it's been running about 5 minutes. I'm going to check this thing to see if I can find that leak. Right down this edge where I'm suspecting. I'm going to start pulling the rocks aside, the gravel, the rocks. See, it's okay to see water. There's nothing wrong with that as long as the water stays inside the liner. Look at that right there. And right over the back side of that. Yep, so. Now I'm just going to temporarily lay a rock behind it to hold it up. Okay, so now see, none of the water's going over the side there. So I'm going to just keep going up. Now up in here is rare, because see here, it's above the water level, so it's rare the water would get over to this edge in here. But it's still possible. See, this back in here is lower than the actual waterfall there. So it's highly possible that it comes back this far, but it doesn't seem to be doing that. But I'm still going to open it up. See, luckily what they've done, they've got this rock leaning far enough forward that the water goes that way instead of back here. Because it's pretty dry down here. See, there's water, but it stays down low and doesn't go over the edge. But that doesn't mean it doesn't go over the back of that big rock. So I'm going to uncover it and see what's below it. Okay, I've pretty much uncovered that whole side. So now I'm going to start on this side. You saw how easy and quick it was to uncover it? It just takes a little bit longer than that to replace it back. But I'm leaving it all open, so so I can just verify that I've found what I've found. So I'm going to start moving these rocks. I'm going to start in this area because this is about level. This will be my leak point. I doubt very much if it's down here because it would leak into the basin if it's leaking here. Okay, what I've done is I've pulled away the liner. You see, I can see this is dry all the way up to here and then on back to there. So I'm not too worried about it around here. I'm going to disassemble, just goof around a little bit more, playing around with some of the rocks and the rough liner, see if I can find anything that looks bad. I'm thinking I'll go up to the top, uncover that just to verify there's nothing going over that side in there. So I'll pull these out here and then I'll just look underneath them and see if it's wet. And dry, and then under the liner itself it's dry. So I think we're good back in this corner. Check that out, that's a beauty. Okay, I'm fairly confident I got the leak over there on the left hand side. We'll let this thing run. I think we're good. That's nice. Come back here. Nice little pondless waterfall.